It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and it's presented.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback from James Madison University in Virginia. It's Ben DiNucci.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. To throw is Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Throwing again is Darnold. His throw incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 21, and here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got room to roam, and he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The ball on the 8, still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so. Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. It doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. To throw is DiNucci. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's DiNucci to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. But the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 3. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Darnold now to throw. You talk about this Rams defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Running right, Jones. Down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. incomplete. Manuel Ford was able to stick with him and knock that one away.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion left goes a tight end. DiNucci. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now DiNucci. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Powell on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Darnold. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run once more with Corum. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. They go play action with DiNucci. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Rams at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset.
Beat in trouble, and he's taken down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Powell. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Complete to Addison on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is DiNucci. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Give to Corum on the zone read. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He lets one go deep to Addison. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Again, it's Corum. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Corum. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this has become a familiar sight, a really good run by Williams, who took a massive leap in his 2nd season last year, finishing 3rd in rushing while averaging a league-leading 95 yards per game on the ground. A really nice young player.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Short throw, it's Higbee. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Moore, the man in motion. Here's DiNucci now off the play fake. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. The Cardinals finish off an up and down first half on an up note, as they even their mark at 4-4 with a victory. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Now it's Darnold. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
To throw is Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw is DiNucci. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Running left, Corum. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's DiNucci to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Darnold. Completes this to Addison out left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Darnold. Complete to Addison on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Now DiNucci.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. DiNucci.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Neville Gallimore able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Darnold now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's DiNucci. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Pass complete to Addison.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
From 19 yards away.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Throwing is DiNucci.
And a completion to Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
in motion left is Wilson.
46-yard line.
2nd down and inches. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. First and 10 at the 40.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 25.
From the gun, a give to Corum.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. They run straight ahead with Corum.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading...
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Darnold.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Viking.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
In motion right is Wilson. 2nd and 5.
Throw right side, Wilson.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
To throw is DiNucci. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Here's DiNucci to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, a mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Moore, the motion man right. Here's DiNucci now off the play fake.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number It's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
To the sideline and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's 3rd and 7. They go play action with DiNucci. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard. DiNucci. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now DiNucci.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Neville Gallimore
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, They're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.